All right, so last tutorial. So some of the things you guys are doing your different dimensions is really good. We're starting with uh, you look at the design and then you start with your center points, right? So just when we're drawing, if you just eyeball how big it is and try to make sure that your center lines are going to be. So I have this line, right? Make sure uh, center, midpoint, make sure some of this stuff is turned on. I find it. All right. So now I start with at least like a midpoint, try to, that goes through. All right. So for this one, we could start with, well, if the arrow goes all the way through, we know its diameter. Sometimes we've been seeing some different things. So, oops. Let me take off my on snap. It's a diameter circle, so it's 3.25. If you're struggling with maybe just workflow wise, this calculator popped open, but if you know put the calculator command in, it'll open up a calculator and you can do some of your common um, measurements. All right, so remember AutoCAD, this is 0, 90, 180, 270, 360, and 0. They're the same. So they want 38 degrees from 90. So I'm going to go 90 minus 38 on my calculator. It's going to be 52. So when I make this line, I'm going to tab over 52. All right, so if we remember, uh, we got an offset here. And if I offset, just the way fractions work, if I want to go halfway, I could keep the numerator the same, double the denominator. So 15 30 seconds. I don't know if that's the right way you say it, but it might be. Now, if I do that, space, enter, I messed up, enter again. All right. So there we have, uh, the offset, right? So I escape out. I can trim the middle one. Now, if we look from uh, from the center, it's a 1 7/8 radius. So I'm going to clear out the calculator. I'll do 7 divided by 8 first on the calculator. I think it's 875. All right, so then I got from the radius 1.875. All right, that's how. So that's where we have to be. Um, all right, so then we also have. I'm going to change perpendicular on because I want it to be straight. Good. Escape. enter. All right, so we got some options. I'm gonna do it different ways on each side, and then just to show you the math. We can do a fillet, I think. We can do a radius one. 3/16. We can do it like that. We could, I think, we could also, um, let's just do it again. Face fillet. All right, so when I trim this stuff all the way, I should have my. All right, so now what? All right, so we got we can do line, and we can go down 2 1/8, and then over one. Oh, it's different on each side. Over 1.75 on this side. 8. Then we're gonna do what are these holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7/8 diameter holes. All right, remember you should probably put that on a different layer so you can come and bring them back. Um, all right, then 1 13/16 on the other side. So 13 divided by 16 equals 8125. So 1.8125. Enter the diameter circle. 7/16. That doesn't make sense. Why are they different? Diameter. Too small. No, that's about right. 7/16. This must be a radius circle. All right. So then when they give us another radius, we get a half radius, right? So that means we change the circle to the radius one, 0.5, enter. On the other side, it's the same. Escape. All right. Then remember, we can take some stuff off, turn some stuff on. Seems like tangent has a tough time, like when it's not by itself. All right, then we got a tangent line on the bottom. All right, then they give us some other interesting things, right? So like 7 27/30. Okay, so that's what it is from this bottom straight to where it intersects with this. Okay, so if I'm gonna do I'm gonna offset half of that, right? Because the whole thing's 27, 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go 27 divided by 2, 13.5. All right, then I'm going to do 13.5 divided by 32, 421857. Super weird. So I'm going to offset this line by 0.421875. I grab this one, offset them. I grab this one, offset them, and then just like all right. So some bad thinking on that part. It's not the midpoint, so it doesn't matter. Instead of doing that offset from the midpoint, I'm gonna do the full. I'm gonna do the full one, the 27, 30 seconds from this bottom line. I'm gonna offset that because oh nope, I gotta do the regular one. So full thing. All right, so offset 7, 30 seconds. All right. Escape. All right, so now I have this is where it should be. Now I just got to figure out how far it should be. So, ugh. All right, so I got the midpoint. I got this line that's in the right thing, and then I know the radius for this is 0.5. So from this intersection, I should be able to do 0.5. All right. All right. So that's where this 15-degree line's going to come from. So we just set it up for later. Uh, we got to do the same thing on the other side. So there's our offset. We're going to line, enter. I'm going to trim this real quick. enter. Then we're going to do a line from this intersection. That's 0.5. All right, then we're going to intersect them. All right, good. So this is where this one, from 90, so that's that angle, and then the other side. So we have like kind of like the bottom. We're gonna go see what we can do on the top. All right, so we're gonna go up 1 and 13/16. So 13 divided by 16 equals 825. So 1.825. Good. That's the distance. And we got to go over this way, 225, 2 1/4. Enter, circle, D, 7, space, good, 0.5, fine, same thing on the other side, but this time we're going over 1 and 9/16. So 9 divided by 16 equals 5625, 1.5625. Enter, circle, same ones, D, 7/16, space, enter, 5. All right, so line, see? Yeah, sometimes when you have all that other stuff on. Okay. So now let's go offset from the midline. Let's do 0.5 because it's 1/2. Enter. Then we're going to do line. All right. What is the 3/4 diameter for this hole? E, 3/4. And then It's a 5/8 radius. All right. So here's this thing that they show us. There's two ways to do it. You could go on the same line, or you can um, all right, so here we go, tangent, tangent, radius, right? So circle, tan, radius. So it's going to be tan, it touches this circle. It's going to touch this circle. It's going to have the radius of 2130 seconds. That'll give us that. We trim. Good. Okay. So now here and here, right? Uh, from, all right, this is the midpoint. All right, so that's not exactly what we need, but we do need like a line. I should have started somewhere else. Enter space. All right, so this is 0. Gotta go tab 8. All right. All right, so we have our 8-degree angle. Then we're gonna do a line, turn on tangent. Tangent, perpendicular, even though you want to use them together. They don't like each other. I guess we're going. All right, so we're going to at least the midpoint. All right, here, just to make sure it's, let's go. Escape. What else is it turn on? All right, so then we're going to go down to the midline, perpendicular. All right, so we're almost done. We have the top half. We got our 8 line. We have to we forgetting anything? from this line, and then we want (13°). So that's 90. All right, so we'll do tab. Okay, so we have some of our stuff. All right. What are we missing? All right, we're gonna break this into two, so I'll do part 2 in a minute.